if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and dancing, disappearing, bow down to the mighty. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly,
I would like to say good afternoon to all you wonderful people and welcome to the world famous Apollo Theater. So you guys your school's not too far from Detroit, right? Right. So how long you gonna be in New York? Tomorrow. Well, let me introduce myself, and then I'm going to leave. I was sweating. Guess who was just here? You guys just missed me. Johnny Depp. Yeah, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg?
He was just here 15 minutes ago. I tried to get him to stick around, and I said, "Hey, Snoop, I got some friends coming in there from Detroit." I swear to you. Anyway, I want to welcome you to the Apollo Theater. My name is Billy Mitchell, right? But people call me Mr. Apollo. They call me that because I've been working here off and on for 53 years, a long time. I've met everybody. I mean, all the people you listen to, they are friends of mine, and I'm just a regular guy. I'm not no celebrity, nothing like that. But all the people, who do you listen to, sweetheart? Give me, yell out a name. Anybody?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. I asked you that is because every single name that you just yelled out, every last one of them, they all perform on the stage.
No way.
Everybody performs. I
No way.
put on a little talent show, right? We're going to put on a talent show. I'm going to have some of you come up on the stage. If you want to sing a little bit of a song, or dance, or rap, or tell a joke, or recite a poem, the stage is yours, right? So let me give you a little background information on where you are. This building is 104 years old. Now, who has never, by a show of hands, who has never heard of the Apollo Theater before? Be honest. Thank you. Thank you. Put your hands down. Thank you. See, not everybody's heard this place. You are sitting in probably one of the most recognized theaters in the world. Everybody performs here. I don't care whether you're black, white, Latino, Asian, Indian, striped, polka dot, everybody. Everybody performs here. Heavy metal. I came here in 1965 to run errands for the stars to make some money. I am one of 14 children. My mother had 14 kids. Can you imagine? This 4'9" lady spit out 14 big-head kids, right? And we were very, very poor. I was a foster child from age 8 till I was 13 because my parents couldn't take care of me and my brothers. My dad took my sisters and he left us. There were 8 boys and 6 girls eventually. And I came here one day to run errands to make some money because we didn't have any food at the house, right? My older brothers and sisters had left to live their adult lives, they thought. And I was the oldest at home. I was 15. James Brown, you know, I feel good, you know, James Brown, and Marvin Gaye, they paid for my further education. When I was your guys' age, right? You guys in junior high school, right?
Yeah.
Middle school, right? Yep. Well, when I was in middle school, I failed all my subjects in school. All of them. I failed every subject in school. Let me tell you why. I was that kid who sat in the classroom, and if I didn't understand what the teachers were teaching, I used to just sit there and sit there and sit there. I would never raise my hand and ask questions. I would never ask for help. And the reason why I didn't do that, because I was embarrassed. I used to be called Stinky Boy. Yeah, I used to be bullied in school. I was called Stinky Boy because I was dirty and smelly and stinky, and the kids used to dump on me. And I didn't want them to call me Stinky Stupid or Stupid Stinky. So I was in class, I would never raise my hand. And as a result of not asking for help, I failed all my subjects. And when James Brown used to perform here, which was every 4 months back then, I would see him, right? And he would always ask me, how you doing in school, Billy? And I would say, I'm doing good, Mr. Brown. I'll keep it moving, right? Another time, how you doing in school, son? Great, Mr. B. Keep it moving, right? One day, apparently he didn't believe me. He asked me to go home and get my report card. I brought it back. He noticed that I had failed all of my subjects, and he threatened me that I was not allowed to come back here and run errands anymore until I can prove by the next report card that my grades had gone up. And man, that scared the life out of me because I was making a lot of money running errands. I was buying new clothes so kids stopped calling me Stinky Boy. I was washing up more frequently because I didn't do it before. I was buying outfits for my little brothers and sisters because we used to walk down the street and people used to point at us, you know, and go, oh God, look at those, look how dirty they are. All those poor kids, oh my God. And there was an investigation done on my family, and that's how I was taken from out of my classroom when I was 8 years old and placed in a foster care because of how bad my family was. So we went through rough times, and when James Brown forced me to go to school and get my grades up, I started raising my hand in class and asking the wonderful teachers to explain stuff to me. And I would ask them over and over again, and I would ask them to say it slower. And I thought that my classmates were going to laugh at me when I asked those questions. I found out that some of my classmates, they didn't understand what she was teaching either. I wasn't the only one. So as I started raising my hand, so did my classmates. And before you know, so how did this go? And explain that to me. And before you know, we all started understanding what she was teaching, and I applied it to my test. And I went from failing everything, my friends, failing everything, to being on the honor roll, just like that. And then all through junior high school, when I would show Mr. Brown my report card afterwards, he would always give me extra money. And when I graduated from high school, I told him I wanted to get into show business. I wanted to be an actor. Yeah, I want to be an actor, right? Because growing up as a kid, all my friends, we didn't want to be into sports, even though we played basketball, because I'm nice with the rock, you know, and that nice crossover, you know, my jump shot is sick, you understand, you know. I played pop on a football, I ran track as a kid, but I wanted to be in show business. So did my closest friends. And most of my friends that were close to me when I was a kid, they are now celebrities that you know. I'm going to show you how things happen. Growing up as a kid, one of my best friends, and the reason why I became an actor, one of my best friends was a guy named Denzel Washington, right? So I got into doing theater, and then I started doing movies. And you probably saw me in movies, didn't know it was me. I started doing TV shows and commercials, but none of this would have happened had I not raised my hand in class. And I'm going to tell you something right now, and you may not even believe what I'm about to say, but I'm telling you, one of your classmates sitting right next to you, in front of you, and back of you, or on the side of you, some of these kids are going to be very, very, very successful. One of your classmates, I swear to you. I'm telling you, I'm not sitting there to give you no rah-rah speech. It is a fact. There's so many of you here, and I guarantee you, some of your classmates are going to be very, 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 very successful. None of this would have happened. Not any of this would have happened. All this so-called success that I've had, none of it would have happened had I not raised my hand in class. Guys, my sisters, my brother, I know there's, when you become an adult, there's 4 zeros on that paycheck. Look at it that way. The more you study, oh, I gotta do this thing, I gotta go over this thing, yeah, I don't wanna do this. But think about later on when you become an adult. That sacrifice you made by studying a little more is going to put more zeros on that paycheck, from hundreds to thousands on a paycheck. You feel what I'm saying, sis? Yeah, man. It's real. This is real. This is the real world, guys. Education is so important. Something, yes?
Yes.
Okay. If you're not going to do anything, please sit down. Don't waste our time. Because sometimes I get people up and I say, so what are you going to do? I don't know. Well, then why are you wasting our time? Have a seat, you know. So this whole Lafayette Theater, it was 6 blocks away from me. And one day, out of nowhere, these unemployed entertainers came and gathered under this tree, and they started performing, singing, dancing, telling jokes, playing instruments. They did that hoping that somebody from the theater would see them and offer them a job. And that started happening. As people please give it up for the very, very wonderful voice of Desiree. Watch this. Now, check out this voice. Sing it, girl. Get up there! Now, they can hear what you say. You got the phone.
Hey, guess what?
Whoever claps loudest, I will give this $10 bill to.
Want to hear some knock jokes? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say these names before I forget. Her name is Viola Brazy, and the other name is Pauline Breezy. Viola Brazy and Pauline Breezy.
Knock, knock. Butter. I better tell you a few more knock jokes.
Okay. Give it up for Viola and Pauline. It's like this name for a girl. I always like this name. And our next performance, she's a comedian. And she's got one of the coolest names for a girl. I always like Taylor, Madison, the girls, Tyler. Her name is Brooklyn McKell. Give it up for Brooklyn.
You might be wondering, why is my name Brooklyn McKell today? What you did do? 6th and 7th grade. My name was Brooklyn McKell. And this year you finally got it right. My name is Brooke Mickle. And Brooklyn because everyone loves to call me Brooklyn. I don't know why.
I live in Brooklyn.
Everyone calls me Brooklyn. I don't know why.
Justice. They almost got it. He was right now, guys.
family members, my grandma and my uncle. They're the craziest out of our family. My grandma.
She is a 5-time Grammy Award winner. I hope so, because me and that see, always be prepared.
Something told me
Sing it,
it was over when I saw you and her talking.
Sing that song, girl.
Something deep down in my soul said, "Cry, girl." When I saw you and that girl were walking around, I would rather go down.
Slow. Got the power.
When I see you walk away from me.
Oh, sing it.
So you see, I love you so much
Get the back.
that I don't wanna watch you play. Most of all, I just don't wanna be free. Ooh, I was just sitting here thinking, is that on my face? I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer, she's a choreographer. She choreographs all of Beyonce's dance moves. Yes, she does. I've seen her do it. I swear to you, this girl is so good. You think I'm kidding? Watch this. Give it up for my girl, Nora. Watch this. Look at that. We're taking dance classes.
Better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo!
These days you can let the light in, show me how big and brave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words
Here,
fall out.
we got Alec Baldwin, we got Magic Johnson, we got Snoop Dogg, we got Nicki Minaj, Amy Schumer, will.i.am for the Black Eyed Peas, Alicia Keys, Beyonce, it's Taylor Swift, and there I am, Billy, Mr. Paul Mitchell, Taylor's right below me.
Yeah!
Weird Al Yankovic, we got Stevie Wonder, rapper 50 Cent, Paul McCartney.
Just wanna see you.
this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what can gather. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something